Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Stone Avenue, Africa's #1 football podcast, Africa's #1 football show. We're going to talk about Jay Jay Okocha, and when you talk about Jay Jay Okocha, you're talking about a footballer that never really achieved his potential. We're talking about someone that was overhyped and overrated, and I'm going to tell you why. When we talk about the great legends of football, we like to talk about the trophies they had, their goal assist ratios, what they did for their clubs, what they did for their countries, records they broke, all of that. When we talk about Pele, we talk about the goals he scored, we talk about the fact that he won 3 World Cups, we talk about so many other things, the highest goal scorers, and all of that. When we talk about Maradona, we talk about his skills, but then we talk about the fact that he won a World Cup and the fact that he scored goals and carried Argentina on his back so many times. When we talk about Lionel Messi, we talk about the fact that he has won 6 Ballon d'Ors. We talk about the fact that he has carried Barcelona on his back so many times, his goal scoring tally, all of that. When we talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, we talk about his goals, we talk about his, what he did for Portugal, we talk about what he has done for Real Madrid, Man U, Juve, all of that. When we talk about defenders, we talk about their sliding tackles, their aerial ability, all of that, the trophies they won, all of that. When we talk about midfielders, we talk about their assists, their passing, their control of the game, and their tackles and all of the interceptions, all of that. But all of a sudden, when we bring the same thing to Jay Jay Okocha, Nigerians begin to have amnesia. It comes to a stage where we begin to say, oh, he entertained, he ran around with the ball, dribbled everybody, and everybody was shouting, everybody was screaming, oh, all of that. People fell on the floor. But really, what has Jay Jay Okocha won? JJ won the Olympics with Nigeria, and that was not obviously by his effort. That was more of the effort of Nwankwo Kanu, Amokachi, and all those guys, Amunike and all those guys. Jay Jay Okocha in his time for Nigeria was a failure in the context of the trophies he won, in the context of the goals he scored, in the context of the fact that he just has one highest goal scorer award in the AFCON, African Nations Cup. Jay Jay Okocha did not do anything spectacular for PSG, never carried anything spectacular for PSG. Went to Bolton, really did not do anything spectacular, did not score a lot of goals, did not give a lot of assists, did not control the game effectively. People will say, oh, he carried Bolton from the 2nd division to the 1st division. But really, what did he win? How many goals did he score? How many assists? How many passes? How many pass accuracy? All of that. Jay Jay Okocha was a guy that was so selfish that he was not ready to attain his potential. Jay Jay Okocha ended up not being as effective as he was supposed to be. He could have been way more. People say Ronaldinho was lent under Okocha, therefore Ronaldinho is below Okocha. That's ridiculous. Ronaldinho has Ballon d'Ors, Ronaldinho has FIFA the best, Ronaldinho has Champions League trophy, Ronaldinho has the World Cup. What does JJ have? Really? Even the CAF African Player of the Year, Jay Jay Okocha did not win one. He only has BBC African Player of the Year, he has 2 of that. So in the context of greatness and legendary status, what makes JJ a legend? The only thing you can say is, oh, JJ, the turning and the running of the ball made people laugh and made people, oh, I want to go and see JJ play. But then in the context of legends, can JJ really be placed in a place of legends? I don't think so. I think he was a guy. He was a guy that made people happy by running around and dribbling and all of that. But he was not. He didn't have any achievement to back up his stake as a legend. We can't all of a sudden change the rules when it comes to Nigerian footballers. We can't all of a sudden change it when it comes to Jay Jay Okocha, especially. There has to be standards. There has to be rules. There has to be effectiveness. Jay Jay Okocha did not give us that. He did not give us trophies. He did not give us effective goals, give us in the standard of the top players that ever played for Nigeria. Kanu Nwankwo is far above him. Kanu Nwankwo has trophies to back up his claim. Kanu Nwankwo has so many things, and you can't really say that it's because he was black. That's the most ridiculous argument that you can bring up, because George Weah was black and he won the best player in the world in 1994-95. Best player in the world in the 90s. So what was the excuse again? Kanu Nwankwo was black. He was in Arsenal. What's the excuse with JJ? What's the thing about being black? That's ridiculous. So it's not about being black. It's the fact that Samuel Kufo won the Champions League in Bayern Munich. He was black. He was from Ghana. was their starting centre back. So Jay Jay Okocha did not plan his career well. He was a player that did not reach his potential, effectiveness in the context of achievements and trophies and doing something that was really worthwhile. He played football and made people happy, dribbled left, right, center, was comfortable with that, and really did not want to achieve anything. So you can't really place him as a legend. You know, it's just like a boxer who goes to the ring and doesn't care about winning, but he cares about maybe he knocks you down, then he goes and helps you to stand up, and then you knock him out, and then they count 1 to 10, then he loses the match. But the match was fun because he made everybody laugh. He was a clown, he was a comedian saying, oh, look at me here, look at me there, look at me here, and they punched him out and he fell on the floor. You know, so that's the kind of thing you want to go and see him because he's a comedian and he makes people laugh and he makes people happy and all of that. Inspires people to not take the sport so seriously. But Jay Jay did not take the sport so seriously. He didn't achieve what he was supposed to achieve, and I think he's not someone that will point young people to go and learn career-wise from. Can learn some skills from him, yes, but career-wise, no. Jay Jay was a disappointment to me, and he didn't do what he was supposed to do. I don't see him as a Nigerian football legend based on the fact that the rules don't apply to him somehow. You know, we change the rules when it comes to the Austin Jay Jay Okocha, and that's it. So during the episode of Stone Avenue, I don't hate Jay Jay Okocha. I'm just being straightforward. He's not a Nigerian football legend based on the stats, based on the facts, based on the effectiveness, based on the achievement, based on the auspiciousness of the situation, all of that. I hope this was very effective. You can do your research on Jay Jay Okocha and see what he has done and see that he has not really achieved much. He had an average career. He was not really someone that you could put up there with the legends. You can place Yekini ahead of him. You place Iyama ahead of him. Iyama had trophies, had individual titles, had so many things to place there. So an episode of Stone Avenue, Africa's #1 football podcast, Africa's #1 football show. To next episode. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.